Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Today we will continue our discussion on polymer processing, but focus on the injection molding process. Uh, Injection molding process is a one method to produce the polymer product in very high quantities because it has potential to perform in a high production rate, very fast cycle time. In addition, it can used to produce the very good quality of the product with the good dimensional control, and also capable to produce a very complex shape and with the good accuracy. The part is generally weight of 100 gram to 600 gram. Usually used for the small component of part. The limitation of the injection molding is the tooling cost is high, mean that the cost of mold is quite high. This figure show the injection molding process, the type of injection molding. There are two type injection molding machine. The figure above show the plunger type or piston or ram type of the injection molding, and the last one, the below, is showing the screw type of the injection molding. Okay, the difference between these both method is only how the method how we force the polymer, melted polymer, to move to the right, to force the polymer to fill in the mold. So in the right end of the injection molding is where located the mold of the injection part. This is also the mold. So the difference only how we transfer the raw material to the mold. So here in the above figure, where the piston or ram will move to the right to force the raw material to pass through the nozzle and the runner and fill the cavity inside the mold. Okay, differ from the screw type, where the process is look like same with the extrusion process, where the rotating of screw will develop the pressure and bring the raw material to the right, move to the right, or move to the front and pass through the nozzle and pass through the runner and fill up the cavity inside the mold. Okay, the difference of both process is only how we transfer the raw material to the cavity. Okay, this figure show the injection molding sequence. This is the barrel type injection molding. The first step, where the lead screw will retreat, and at the same time it will rotate, and by rotate the screw, it will bring the raw material or polymer to the right to fill up the space inside the barrel. And at the same time also the mold will be closed, and after all the space inside the barrel is fully filled up with the raw material, and then the step number 2, the rotating screw will be pushed to the right to force the raw material to pass through the nozzle runner and fill up the cavity. Okay, and then the barrel, the screw will be retract to the left, and at the same time it will rotate to bring the raw material to the right. And the step number 3 and at the step number 3 also, the mold will open and the part will can be take out, and the sequence will repeat again to the number 1 and number 2 and number 3, and then it will repeat. So it is very fast process. Usually we can produce the single part within 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Very fast. Okay, this is the example of the product made from the injection molding. Okay, this also the mold. This figure show the mold of injection molding. So two half of the mold, and because of the product is small, we can design the 4 part to be produced in single injection process. So at the end of the process, when we open the mold, we can take out the part. This figure show the part after the injection process, and we can cut the runner and remove the part with the runner and screw. Okay. Be careful. Make sure you identify your raw material before start the process, because in earlier discussion we have discussed 2 types of the plastic or polymer, which is the thermoplastic and thermostatic. So for the thermoplastic raw material, we can only required to keep the mold temperature around 90 degrees Celsius. But be careful for the thermostatic material. Make sure you heated the mold up to the 200 degrees Celsius to maintain the melting temperature of the thermostat. Okay, this figure show the type of mold which is used in the injection molding. Okay, there are 3 types of mold. Figure A show the 2-plate mold. Figure B is a 3-plate mold, and figure C show the hot runner mold. So I hope you can differentiate between these 3 mold and what are the advantage of each mold. Okay, for figure A is a 2-plate mold. It's a simple mold, and when the mold open, we can take out the product, and the product need to be separate with the screw and also the runner. Means that we have a secondary process to separate between part and the screw. Okay. So the researcher did a innovation and research, and then they come up with the 3-plate mold. So the design is more complex with the 2-plate mold, but in this case we can reduce the secondary operation, where when the mold is open, it is already separate between the part and the screw. So we no need additional secondary process to remove the screw and the part. Okay, and the latest mold design is a hot runner mold, where it reduces the efficiency of the process by eliminating the runner and gate, where this area, these 2 plate, we in the heated condition, or we maintain the plate in the high temperature, And when we inject the plastic or polymer, so the polymer will fill up the cavity, and when we open the mold, the part will already separate with the runner, and will go down, and we can take out as a final product. But the advantage is the runner, the remaining plastic which stay in the runner and sprue still in the melted state, where because the plate is in the heated or in the high temperature to maintain the melting of the plastic. So in this case, we eliminate the we eliminate the runner we produce in the 3-plate mold. Okay, this is the capability of the injection molding. What are the parameter needs to be controlled, such as the control parameter and also the pressure of the barrel, and also we have to consider the design of the part, try to eliminate the sharp edge, and control the flow rate of the part of the raw material to fill in the cavity. And this is also the possible defect may occur in the plastic injection process, such as wear line, void or porosity, flash, and sink mark. Wear line is when the flow runner come from the two runner and meeting at the one point. Porosity, when we have the bubble inside the part. Flash, additional part occur in the end of the product, because this is caused by the die is not closed completely. Sink mark is a pull-in thick molded section, usually occur in the part with the different thickness. Okay, next slide showing the explain the others defect may occur in the injection molding process. Okay, this is figure show the machine of injection molding. Okay, thank you very much. And the next video I will discuss on the blow molding. Thank you very much.